I haven't seen like the trailer or anything. I seen the cover image, and that it was
Are
free.
you streaming yet?
What?
I am. I told you I am.
Shibuya Scramble.
Guys, I'm gay.
I'm hoping this is like one of those movie games, you know? I'm hoping it's not one of those like Candy Crush things. Honestly, so far this is reminding me of like Persona.
Guys, I'm gay.
Guys, I put paid promotion on that DJ Khaled video.
Oh, this is gonna be historically accurate.
I put a tampon up my butt.
Good.
What?
Word.
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 Spike
Word.
Chunsoft. Sounds like a Street Fighter character.
Your mom's on her Street Fighter.
I wanna eat your
Those images?
Your mom.
Oh, it's Metropolis, Tokyo.
I FaceTimed it. Oh,
Listen, it's time for me, you, and your face, bro.
Jake Paul. I called Jake Paul.
No way.
Dude, yeah, I show that called. He told me.
Wow.
This music
He sounds like a wimp.
I don't know.
He was like, I'm getting you a front row seat to my next boxing.
I'm gonna kiss you.
Dad, went to a soccer match on a rooftop. The ball goes down. Here's.
Listen, I want to see a boxing match on a rooftop.
Bro, loser gets thrown off. Bro's trying to dreamy bowl.
Come on over, let's
Or,
piss each other off.
What's the dude with the Nair cream? This is how, for reference, this is how hairy my butt is right now. I was gonna say, yeah.
Why are
This is a lot of credits, bro, for like 8 people.
I think Wyatt's a sad.
Yeah,
So I searched up, and apparently this game is like 27 hours. I searched it up right before I started streaming. Some guys have comments up. Is this a blimp, or is this gonna be like a thing like in front of a TV? Oh, it's
So subscribe to me.
Oh, here we go. Oh, a Shinjuku hostage situation.
Not yet.
Wyatt's acting like he's Mr. Beast.
Listen, the reel on Instagram of Boot Gang, you know?
I also have the login for the channel.
Oh.
Listen, it has over 1,000 views on Instagram. On YouTube, it has 10. What is going on?
I hate big black midget porn.
Bro, I love that shit.
Tell you what, I texted people on Instagram. I said, hey, subscribe to us, and then it should work a little bit.
Self-promotion. Man, I remember like, what was it, a few years ago when you thought self-promotion was cringe?
Do remember when I
Damn, bro, it's a banger!
I mean, it's cringe. It could be, but for me, like,
But when you do, it's fine.
I'm in
Yeah.
the studio. Hold on, bro.
what you say.
Uh-huh. It's your own words, bro. I'm not saying it.
Anyway. They got like
You don't subscribe.
Sure, you may be enjoying this thing, however, but look at mine, though.
Listen.
Mhm.
One guy's like, what? Okay.
If you don't subscribe to my YouTube channel, I will go to your house and break your windows, you dumb.
Well, the shit I would say in the bio is like, subscribe or I'm gonna steal your Fortnite card. One more subscribe, I'm gonna steal your furniture.
Oh. Okay.
But anyway,
Driver, I'm gonna kill
Like-
your puppy.
Subscribe now or I will steal your virginity.
Multiple protagonists? Bro, alright.
I'm an Instagram dedicated to YouTube channel, so people are gonna
Yeah, so this is
The booty
so
game.
this is like Detroit Become Human.
The booty game.
posting on Boot Gang on Instagram.
It's more like Until Dawn. Imagine I could kill these characters.
That's the reason why, like...
No, guys, I'm playing Fortnite. I'm playing Fortnite.
That's great to hear,
Me
Wyatt.
and you, guys, I'm gonna get Fortnite. So me and you can make a video. My first one on Fortnite. We
Oh, I
gotta
said
do
to kill him.
We gotta do it, okay?
How are you gonna film it?
Because it's fucking funny.
No, how are you
My
gonna film
first one on Fortnite. Like, you know what some lazy
Why is he filming on his PS4?
Hold on, I'm just laughing off there. How are you gonna film it? Because it's funny! I just got Google
No,
Glass
they're saying
implanted.
how. They're saying how are you gonna film it?
I'm gonna film it like easy. Get the game, and then as soon as I log into the lobby, I'm automatically recording. And
That's.
when it's there, I'll just click it.
I love that. How am I gonna record it? I'm gonna record it and then I'm gonna hit start and then it'll be recording. It's not what they're asking. It's a video clip, broadcast. You're gonna point your phone at the TV screen.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Like, are you gonna point your phone at the TV screen?
No.
Volcano.
I didn't
Okay.
want to see the GTA videos I had on the channel originally. Yeah, sure. I'll show you.
Do you know your enemy?
You know, wait.
I would say like, did you like video clip it? Did you like double tap share when it starts streaming?
Himself.
Wow, I love. You know the thing I love about Wyatt is that I can always
Guys.
speak.
Barack Obama just
I definitely won't be overheard. What? What is that? Oh, I have to clip.
Yo, nigga.
Yo, pull up.
I'm gonna show you this video.
We know the video.
Oh,
That's,
oh,
their
oh.
question is how you did it. Like, did you double tap it where you start start some more self promotion? That wasn't our concern. We got it when you said it. We're not saying like, oh, you're stream recorded. No, no one's denying it, bro. We're asking if you like take the video clip where it videotapes what you're doing and the future, or like in the
Stop
past,
screaming.
or screen broadcast. You know.
Stop screaming.
Why are you
He's
laughing?
talking to us.
Yeah, it's all normal.
Jeffrey just said, stop screaming. Stop screaming, you're gonna be mad.
Stop screaming or I will pop your balls off.
What the normal?
Whoa.
Yeah. Uh huh. I'm bawling my eyes out right now. Clearly. Man, that's so crazy.
Send
You
it
know
on
the
the-
favorite part is when I asked.
He said, oh wait.
Oh my god.
No, just, no, for real. Joe Barlow himself.
Uh huh.
Yo, Nick.
I said, I love your videos.
And what'd he say?
Congratulations, you have been
The
chosen
perp?
as the winner of my...
Am I a hostage negotiator?
Complete your registration at the link below to get the surprise.
Yeah, that.
I know. I already know. I know that. But make it into a big old thing. I said, I love your videos.
You should make a whole paragraph.
I love your videos.
You should write a whole novel.
I love you. I watch you every night.
You should pour out your heart and soul and let him know that you're his #1 viewer.
Oh my god.
Dude,
My
you know,
comments exploded.
you know being a fan is also pretty gay.
Yeah, that's the one.
If you're my off, you're gay.
That long fan. Benjamin Franklin starts to get me struck by lightning.
Hold on, I'm gonna lower Wyatt. He's like screwing my
Hey,
ears.
wait, guys, I'm gonna mute you, Connor, but if you cry, I'm gonna come to your house. Nobody gonna know what to do to you next.
Oh.
Aw, but you didn't pull up.
Me when Jeffrey absolutely rips ass in my bedroom.
Oh, that's that good shit!
What is this?
Plankton.
Oh, I'm sending that
No,
to
this
group
is-
chat. I don't even know who these characters are.
Oh, so blood is when it steps out right there. Wow. Wow. That's something. Hold on. Hitoma Osawa, age 19. The attaché case in her hands contained a full 50 million yen in cash. Yesterday, her twin sister Maria had been kidnapped. This was the ransom payment. The culprit had called Hitomi last night, at home, referring to her by name and telling her to wait by the statue of Hachito in Shibuya.
Call her the N-word.
What?
It was almost time, but nothing. Tana was staring fixedly at the second hand of his watch. I'm gonna keep reading.
I'm the most racist man you'll know.
I don't doubt that for a second. When a homeless man sitting
Connor,
on the
stop
sidewalk
screaming, man, for
murmured
real.
just loud enough for him to... My pardon. Should I ASMR it? Or am I gonna like bust someone's ears up? What's the most... Oh yeah, pass me that Denny syrup patty, baby. So you to pass the salt shaker. Can you pass the salt shaker, son? Son. That's another funny thing to say. Come on, Tano, quit looking at your watch so much. What if the kidnapper sees you? Tano tried to look nonchalant as he lifted his eyes. The scruffy character continued. You're too nervous. Just relax, sir. You're the one acting suspicious, Sasayama. Tano frowned. Oh, he grumpy. Why would some homeless guy be talking to me? Yuji Sasayama was a senior officer of the Shibuya Precinct's Criminal Affairs Division, 5 years older than Tano. Some words and phrases in the text appear in blue. Shibuya Precinct. Okay, that's very light blue. I thought it was blue, then I thought it was white when I was reading it. These are
Here's a
called
funny
tips.
thing.
What?
I asked.
What?
I asked.
He's the one who asked. It's called tips. Press
I am the one
square
who
to
asked.
underline a tip and press. Okay, ask. So I'll let you read some extra info into that word or phrase.
Your mom.
Can I press it now? There are tips containing general knowledge and ones that are 428. Too many there's 400. Oh. Specific. These are marked with a magnifying glass and a 428,
Yeah,
respectively.
I'm getting pretty
Tips
scared.
left.
Like, this is
I don't think there's anything else.
irritating me.
Official name, Shibuya Central Precinct. Man, they got depth in this. Oh, wow, that's a lot. Responsible for the safety of approximately 200,000 people in 32 neighborhoods, including Uehara,
Stereo world.
Yugasu Denicho, Udagawacho, Ibisu,
Hey
Ibusunishi.
Connor.
Yep.
Remember the first time
Ibisuminami.
you upped your girlfriend and ejaculated in your pants? That was me!
I jerked off my
jerked
super
you off
swan
at lightning
speeds, Barry! Would you tell me to come at a woman's touch? Oyamacho. Tamiyamacho. Saturagawa
What?
Kocho. Sure though, when you're like deprived your whole life, bro, and you get a new light of dawn.
I thought he said
Sasazuka.
the first time getting Roman's touch.
Whoa! Oh, you'd get like diabetes instantly. You get type 6. Liver failure. His blood is probably like Mountain Dew. I think his bones are Nutella. Or his muscles. Well, like, muscles isn't like the fiber. That sounds like Roman. Oh, stool.
What burrito was it?
Sarugatucho. Shibuya. Shoto Jingumi. It's probably like bean. Shinsensho. Jinin. Sendagaya. Daiken Yamacho. I'm at a Daiken Yama. Kill me. Dogen Zata. Tomigawa.
My God.
Non Peidaicho. Nishihara. Yatagawa. Yachi.
Bro, I'm trying to get
Hachi
the ring
Yamacho.
back, monkey.
That just sounds like it's in Spanish. Hatsude. Hatsune Miku. Higashi. Hero. Well, hero to you too. Hanamachi. Maruyamacho. Moto Yoyogicho.
Ah.
That just sounds made up. Yoyogi and Yoyogi Kamizonocho. Cool! He always went a little overboard with the disguises. Okay. So it's like the professor from Money Heist. He claimed it was all part of the job, but word around the situation,
Shut up.
word around the
Second.
station was that he just
I
liked
love
playing dress up. Oh. Hey pal, spare some change. So someone lurched to his feet and
my
snuffled,
God.
shuffled close to Tano. Hey, not that all.
Wait, how much my sword again? I don't know why I'm asking this, but how much do you spend money?
Fittingly for the
15
part,
bucks.
Sasayama reeked pretty badly. Well, ain't suspicious now, huh? He clung to Tano with mud. Camaraderie.
I don't know. I don't
Despite
remember
the
what
younger
year
man's
it's
attempts to
coming in,
pull
but I'm
a-
pretty sure you'll like it.
Come on,
It's pretty
Sasayama.
fucking
Tada.
It was 15.
Oh my god, but you say
Sasayama's
you're really on my nerve.
confidence rattled Tano's nerves. Of course, there was good reason for that confidence. That's a sight, bro. This was Tano and Sasayama's jurisdiction. Part of the
Hey, do you want to be in a video this weekend?
Yeah.
position to,
I'm making a video with no face in my mouth.
but do not watch.
Not even kidding. Not actually, but like.
Oh man.
You see on the internet where you sound like you're pissing someone's mouth. And like, dude, fuck, you like start drinking it.
Oh, that one, yeah. We're like, you're like, hey, you can't pee here, and it's like going all over you. Yeah. I was thinking about making that.
We're also gonna use that. We're gonna use that old TV too.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
piss all over it and shit.
Yeah,
In Sasayama's jurisdiction, they were positioned on a good distance from where the handoff was to take place. The statue of Hachito was surrounded by elite investigators from one of H2's special investigations teams.
H2O.
Wish to read, press circle, or X, continue pressing square, or press circle.
The water
To return
sucks.
to read. We're just there to provide backup if the Tanabra attempted to flee. Zero. Roman, I feel like he's
Blubber.
5% sparkling water. Yeah.
No, Gabe's is.
Gabe's is
No, way more.
95% RC Cola.
And 60% pop and 10% hot dog.
Yeah, you're right.
Dude, I can't
Does that mean he's
believe
throwing
Gabe
up his own, like,
actually threw up all the
organs?
time.
Yes. Yes.
Gabe throws up
Can you imagine
RC.
throwing up flesh?
Right, I love you. No, he was throwing up blood.
I know. I know what did happen. I'm saying, could you imagine if he, can you imagine throwing up flesh? Just like a hairball.
Someone tell me why that Gabe baby laughed.
He had to get off.
I got that guy.
Bro is second choice.
Yeah, I'm a
A particular region over which an organization or a member thereof has control or authority refers here to the areas under the jurisdiction of various police
Make love with Gege.
precincts. The Metropolitan Police Department, at the pinnacle of Tokyo's police hierarchy, has vastly more
Dude,
authority
Connor,
than local police.
shut up.
Then mute me. But since many officers wind up needing to work with both, the outright rivalry between the two isn't as notable as TV dramas may make it seem.
Dude, he's really, I really just want to put, dude, I want to stay
Do
with
it.
his mouth shut.
Statue of Hachito. Bronze statue of a dog erected in
What?
1934. The dog was famous for loyally waiting for his absent master. Oh, that's right. Let's see. We got John Hancock down here. We got Thomas Edison, which is definitely the right guy. Not Johnson.
Shut up.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Well, if you don't like it, just mute him.
Exactly. That's what I said.
I'll unmute him when he's done.
Yeah. Smart choice. I'm gonna need to know to like translate it when I am done. Anyway.
I'm a big black gay man. That's what he just said.
Yep. Well known as a meetup spot outside of Shibuya Station. Other popular meetup spots at the station are the display car for the original Tokyo 5000 series, commonly known as the Green Frog, and the Moyai statue by the west entrance. You already did it. I think that's it.
Well,
Oh,
should I
that's
fly to
easy.
Mount Chiliad?
Noah, let
Fly
me know.
into Mount Chiliad.
Noah,
Here,
let me
refuse
know
to the
when you're done.
Metropolitan Police Department, the Tokyo Police
Oh, okay.
Station, responsible for managing 101 precincts within the city. Japan's largest police organization, in addition to Police Tokyo. It has various other duties and authorities for maintaining public order in the capital. Yeah, weren't we in a party with Roman where
That
everyone
gorilla.
muted Roman? I think it was except for me,
Yeah,
and I had to
pretty
translate to like 6 different people. While I was playing COD Zombies with
It
Gabe.
feels so much better not being able to hear that. I will do it.
Why? I'm flying to you. Don't go anywhere. Why are you? Wyatt? You are literally
Look, try to
Lil Tekka.
relax. We'll be fine. Sasayama gave him a wink.
Did you
A
say
moment later,
Wyatt's
the radio
Lil
swapped in
Tekka?
Tano's ear.
Yeah, he's Lil Tekka. And you're Lil Mosey.
Alright, everyone. It's time. Keep your eyes open.
No, JT's Lil Mosey.
The voice coming through the earpiece was Toji Tuze, H2's operation director. Until last year, he'd been the Shibuya precinct's head detective and Tano's supervisor. We don't know when the perp is going to make contact. Don't let your guard down. Tuze's low, gravelly voice echoed in Tano's ear. Man, I feel like I'm reading a fanfic. I feel like I should be reading like Dipper Goes to Taco
Actually,
Bell.
I think,
Operations director.
Jacksepticeye fucks Markiplier.
And PewDiePie threesome. PewDiePie watches from the closet. The individual
He wants it
responsible for
secret.
directing the investigation in the event of a serious crime. If a task force is set up, the operations director is the one who assumes command. TV dramas and other fictional accounts often feature some young prodigy from the MPD as operations director. But in reality,
Her
the position
cunt
usually goes to a
quivers.
proven veteran.
Her cunt quivers as a stroke.
Is
in
it
my
twibbling?
foot length.
He felt it slowly. He felt it slowly grow in his hand. Don't
Do
sound
you know
too
that
worked.
video?
You know,
the
winced
Shrek
at
video?
Sasayama. Wait,
Part
was that
five, fourth amount.
was it Shrek Does Love, Shrek Does Life?
I think. I don't know. It's just Shrek Shrek. Her cunt quivers as I stroke in my foot.
Never mind, that's not it. What? I know, I'm gonna keep reading now. Tino winced at Sasayama's words. How could the man be so nonchalant? The appointed time had come and gone. Something something should be happening.
Wait.
Whap! Tino smacked himself around the thighs to release a little tension. The sound was louder than he'd intended. Though the suit hit his muscular physique, it did little to dampen the noise. This should be read a fanfic. I'm getting more like reading than
Got it.
seeing action. I mean, it's translated to English. You can't really.
Very hard.
It's a lot easier to
I'm
translate
shaking.
text than it is like words. He needed to stay focused. He might be called to action at any moment. Man, this is already so. This is already good, bro. I thought I was gonna play this for like 5 minutes then delete it. The department handled abduction cases according to a certain standard investigation procedure.
There you go.
Yeah, that's something. I tried to open COD,
up.
Cold War,
Check me
or
up.
GTA, and it needed a whole nother gigabyte. This game's like 4.5 gigabytes. So I was gonna delete it.
Hey, guys.
I thought it was gonna be something horrible. I was gonna get on with in 5 minutes.
Fortnite
Was in
wanted,
attempts to
like, 8
extort
gigs.
money. Yeah. Bro, COD and Cold War, Cold War and GTA like to just randomly be like, hey, you have 100 free gigabytes, right? Was it an attempt to extort money, or was the motive something personal?
Yeah.
The answer to that question determined how they deal with the criminal. I see like 2 of your S's all the time at school.
No.
Oh yeah, I forgot I can't hear me.
What did you say, Connor?
Hmm?
What did you say about the school?
I said that I see 2
a
of his
CC.
S's like all the time when I'm just walking in the halls and that stuff. In school.
Whose exes?
Wyatt's.
Oh damn. Which ones are they?
The one that's Hannah's friend and Nicole.
Look, Batista's big, fat foot has to reverse everything. Yeah, I'm dead.
And I think I have seen Hannah a few times, but it was like twice. I was seeing Ty and Gabe a bunch
I give
though.
up on life.
Like a lot more than I've seen the other people. Well,
What?
scratch that.
Do you guys like fight each other in the halls?
No, but like, I think it was a few days ago. Gabe did think it'd be funny to just punch me, so I got him back. Like an hour later, I had to get to class. Yeah, he was with his lady friends. I didn't want to punch him too hard, and he's like, "I thought you'd punch me hard," and I'm like, "All right, I will next time." I'm hitting Mike Tyson. Oh, yeah.
Hey, who?
Mhm.
Who?
Gabe. Yeah, it
why
does.
does he hang out with a bunch of girls?
I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if that was his girlfriend because it looked different than like
Because
from his homecoming picture.
Hang out with a bunch.
Yeah, I knew that, but I thought he would. I thought he'd still like see her in school though. Yeah, I do too. I don't know how to describe it. Just like different. I don't know. Yeah, she was shorter than his girlfriend. Well, maybe she had heels on in the photo though. I don't know. It could be the same. It could be the same girl, but still, you know.
Are
looks
you
different.
done now,
It's
Connor?
been. No,
Yeah,
I'm not.
He's done. Wait.
No, I'm gonna start reading it again. I got a whole paragraph in front of me.
God dang it.
I'm playing this game 428 Shibuya Scramble. Shibuya Scramble. Which right now I'm playing as a detective who's waiting for the perpetrator to come in and make a deal with a ransom. Right now.
Ransom. Ransom.
Yep, ransom from I forgot the guy.
Lil Tecca.
I want to say yeah, I was thinking Lil Tecca. But I don't know if I got like your GTA character. From of Little Touch. By Little Touch.
I got black, I got white.
Yeah. And based on the investigation team's initial findings this time around, they probably weren't dealing with a professional kidnapper. Still, in all likelihood, it was someone with a quite long rap sheet. Probably someone who knew the family, but so far they had few leads on who might bear such a grudge. With the situation so unclear, the plan was to apprehend whomever came to make the handoff on site. As the culprit ran with the money, there'd be no guarantee of the hostage's well-being. Save, let's go. Still nothing. There he is. He's here. Tuesday broke in, his voice spiking into an excited chirp. Subject is a young male in his 20s, wearing a bandana and an orange hoodie. Tuesday, normally calm and stoic, was now squawking like an excited child. That only happened when he got particularly worked up. Kano and Sasayama steeled themselves. Excited chirp. Tuesday's particular vocal quirk. Whenever he gets overly flustered, excited, or panicked, he slips into a childish register, prone to babbling and pitching his voice.
Fortnite.
Oh, there he is.
It's not enough.
They could see the subject now. A 20-something male nonchalantly approaching hits home with the talk. Alright, people, be ready to grab this guy. Maybe this isn't him though. I'm betting that he's just asking her for directions, or like why she's just standing there. Maybe a flyer thing. That's it. Tuesday was stationed in the mobile command center, not far from the intersection. Keeping tabs on the situation via video surveillance from the camera team.
I wanna play Fortnite.
The young man started speaking enthusiastically to Hitoma.
Play fucking Fortnite.
The detectives watched, uncertain. Was this really the kidnapper?
What now?
Oh, I get to choose.
Play some Fortnite.
The only time I selections like these during the story. These choices will change the lives of other people in addition to changing your own fate. Use up and down on D-pad to make a choice, then press X. The current choice will not impact you or any of the other protagonists. Okay, that's good. So it's either, that's gotta be him, Teno took a step forward then hesitated. Or the situation still wasn't entirely clear. Need to get a better look at things.
We need help.
Since this doesn't affect anything, I'm going right for him. Yes, that was him alright. Teno took a step forward. Hold it! Sasayama yanked him back. Don't be so hasty. But, just watch for me. Sasayama gestured with a nod. With Hitoma steadfastly ignoring him, the young man slumped away.
I have to bed, right?
I was gonna say, we all got school tomorrow,
bro.
Why?
Tomorrow's National Don't Be a Faggot Day.
Tomorrow's National Don't Be.
Guess it wasn't him. Kano felt the tension of the moment linger on his spine. Yeah, I must have been hitting on her.
Next time, let's go up in your scram chat.
I mean, she is pretty cute and all. You had a point. Well, of course, I didn't get a chance to. Something in Sasayama's voice made Tano brace himself. Yeah, I kind of feel kind of bummer that I can't go back. She's got nothing on my Mi-chan. What do I need to use? Mi-chan was Sasayama's wife. They'd gotten married just last month.
Someone come help me, I'm dying of boredom.
Married life is the best. His face, bro. You gotta hurry up and give it a try for yourself.
This is why it's fall.
This was Sasayama's favorite topic. Why is bro meowing? Someone needs to put this dude down!
Wyatt, hold it, scramjet. I'm out of here.
Jeffrey's a furry. Man, a furry in football's crazy though. Sasayama's favorite topic lately, and Tano was getting more and more fed up with it. Sasayama-tan, just knock it off, okay? The phrase had become a common refrain.
Quit fucking meowing, you stupid Jew!
Run. Thought about your girlfriend, huh?
Woof, woof. Woof.
Huh? Now?
Woof.
You can't be serious. Sasayama leaned in close again. What's she like? We're not having this conversation. Tano muttered, looking away. Ah, come on! Sasayama set his head on Tano's chest, still playing the homeless troublemaker. Show me your phone. Where's your lock screen? Huh? Sasayama pawed for the phone.
You know you smell like
You've got a
shit.
picture of your girl on your lock screen, yeah?
Shut up, Jeffrey.
I do not. But he did. Though he stared out on the march, Sasayama's instincts were. Hey, Tada. Ouch! Like Tom and Jerry. We're in the middle of an investigation.
What if she sucked and then she fart?
I would say, knowing why, he'd suck it right out.
Oh, God!
Sasayama chuckled as he plucked the phone from Tano's pocket.
You don't fart?
His face scrunched up with an astonishment as he looked at the lock screen. The heck is this?
Why, it's just jet up there.
It's not. And it's Masami Nagahama. Oh, does that like go to high school there? A national star. Tends to play the heroine.
Being a dumbass.
Heroine.
Oh, here we go, right in the water.
On national morning soap operas or in national historical dramas.
Guys.
Her songs have been a series of national hits, and she's even slated to host this year the year-end National Sing Competition program. Everything about her is national. Oh, there goes Gege. Tano realized he had to bite the bullet.
Don't get the
no,
police
it's my girlfriend. There's a roomie, and she's Sasayama cut him off. You tell me this ain't Masami Nagahama, the famous actress? Because this right here is Masami Nagahama. Like I said, you sly old dog, trying to make like you're dating Masami Nagahama. I'm not. I mean, I guess Rumi does kind of look like her. Sasayama let out a huff. We're in an investigation. Who cares about bro's girlfriend? For real? You really think I'm gonna fall for that? There's nothing to fall for. I swear. Sasayama scowled, unconvinced. Alright, then why don't you marry her? Tano stammered, but he had no answer. Man, I bet you right now, while they're having this debate over this bro's lock screen, there's a ransom deal going on right behind him. Go, Mo. F9001. How about an F250? Menu. That's the only English one. The truth was, he would have happily married her already. But there were obstacles that he needed to overcome. That needed to be overcome. Needed to be overcame, I believe. Okay, playtime's over. Let's focus on the job. Sasayama handed back Tanyo's phone.
This is the lamest
and
ride
turned
ever.
his gaze back to Hitoma. Tano let out a twitch, uneasy sigh, but his shoulders did feel looser. Maybe Sasayama sounds like a Naruto character. Had been trying to relieve a bit of the tension.
The fucking map and just go
Maybe
up.
he should be grateful. Why is he laughing so much?
Yes,
Did someone fart or something?
No more map. Stop being a fucking Jew. It will
By now,
work.
several minutes had passed since the guy with the papers had gone away.
Right.
Just closed the briefcase?
One.
Okay. He peered at Hitoma. The strain on her face was visible. In addition to the weight of the attache case itself, the 5,000 10,000 yen bills it held weighed close to 6 kilos. Her slender arms must have been getting tired. Until she refused to say. Still, she refused to set the case down.
Jump. There you go. Don't be
She
a
wasn't
stupid
taking any
Jew.
chances with her sister's life. The kidnapping case had begun the day before, at around 7 p.m. This is MPD dispatch. The Shibuya precinct is reporting a missing person, believed to be an abduction. Subject is Maria Osawa, 19-year-old student at Midoriyama Academy. Last seen at the LL Diner near Tambas. Wasn't Midoriyama? Well, one that sounds like Midoriya from My Hero Academia. And wasn't that one of the cities of like how many? Like 32? I mean, was allegedly seen forcing her into a car nearby. All officers in the vicinity report to the scene at once.
Right to the water. Look at all that.
Tenno and Sasayama had been working on a burglary case in
gone.
Jingumei's 5th district when they got the call.
You better hope you could save this.
The two arrived at LL Diner at 7:15 p.m. At roughly the same time, several other officers showed up to secure the area, blocking off entry to nearby roadways and monitoring the surrounding establishments.
No more
Inside the
GPS,
restaurant, Tenno and
just go up.
Sasayama were met by the girl who reported the kidnapping. It was the victim's
Don't
twin
be a
sister,
stupid Jew.
Hitoma. Could you tell us about when Maria was taken? Started from the very
being a
beginning.
Jew or I'm out of here.
Tenno said, keeping his voice low. Okay, they're twin sisters. I'm saying this right now. Hitoma's the one kidnapped. We're talking to Maria right now. Who I guess just felt like making a fake case. Or maybe she could be the kidnapper.
Dumb.
My sister and
You're some
I,
tractor driver
we were
in a
supposed to
fucking
go
jet.
to a party together today. Hitoma was trembling, her voice hoarse, but I messed up the time. I showed up right at 7, an hour later than I was supposed to. So Maria had gone alone to the party, a mixture for locals and exchange students. Hitoma, arriving late, had showed up just in time to glance out through the restaurant window and see her sister getting shoved into a car. She described the vehicle as a blue station wagon of Japanese make. Why? I was looking at the tap. Hitoma held back her tears, but she was shaking all over. Did you get a look at the kidnapper? Yes, it was a man, middle-aged. Oh. There's another eyewitness. Leland Palmer.
Wow, you're a fucking
That's just like a middle-aged man to me. He identified himself as the lecturer at Hitoma and Maria's school. I saw it too.
Kill yourself.
I thought Hitoma says. I heard Hitoma try out, and so I went to the window to look, and the Japanese was halting, as if he hadn't been in the country very long. Sounds like he's the kidnapper. And I think that maybe the kidnapper was working alone. Leland explained that he'd seen the man shove Maria into the backseat, then slammed her into the driver's seat. If he had an accomplice, wouldn't they have been driving? Fair point. Maybe it might not be. Maybe I'm just being way too skeptical on an actually good plot twist. Neither Hitoma nor Leland had gotten a good look at the suspect's face. Tina was interviewing others who had been on the scene, looking for other potential witnesses, when his phone rang. It was Yoshiro Tajawara, one of the senior detectives. We've set up a task force for the investigation. Go back to the station once and have a handle on the situation there. Barely half an hour had passed between the time the kidnapping was reported and the time the task force began to operate. When Tenno and Sasayama got back to the precinct station, Tuesday had already arrived from HQ, informed that the response team had been formed to investigate the victim's home. Task force. Wait, JJ destroyed your car? He's not even here.
No, I did.
Oh.
Let me see that video, Wyatt. Let me see that video. Let me see that video.
5 minutes to midnight.
$5 5
for long. Roughly 150 people are working on the case in the Shibuya Precinct's conference room. The main force at work is HQ's first special investigation unit. Additionally, other detectives sections, a riot squad, and investigators from neighboring precincts have all been assembled. FSRU. Okay.
Why call in that bitch?
The taser. Response team. In a case where someone has been abducted for ransom, it is often difficult to resolve the situation without cooperating with the victim's family, but the family can also be a hindrance to make an arrest. To help guide the family's actions, a response team is assembled and stationed at the victim's home, led by an investigator with the proper training. Tenno could feel a peculiar tension in the air. Unfamiliar MPD detectives scurried to and fro around the Shibuya offices. He pulled one of them aside to get a quick update. An hour had now passed as the kidnapping. There had been one new development. The perpetrator had made a threatening call to the victim's home.
Wow.
Okay. So they just wanted to use less actors.
So original.
So that's why twin sister. Alright. He said the following. Tomorrow, 10 a.m. by Hachito in Shibuya. Have the sister, Hitomi, bring 50 million yen. If not, the girl's life is forfeit. Alright, this sounds like Sonic and the Seven Rings.
Fuck off me!
Your life is forfeit. Tajiwara from the precinct was put on the response team, along with detectives from elsewhere who'd received special training in the abduction cases. Normally, a Loto precinct detective wouldn't have gone undercover in the victim's home. Tuesday, however, had decided that having a knowledgeable Loto was crucial, and had sent Tajiwara along. Do you imagine like one of me or Tajiwara, or the kidnapper, just lost our memory or something? Or Tajiwara could just be a twist, double side. The detectives disguised themselves as delivery people and movers to make their way inside without arousing suspicion, arriving there at 8:30. The response team had come prepared to run a trace if the kidnapper contacted the family a second time, but there were no further calls. Trace, the act of pinpointing the source of an incoming phone call. The police are not allowed to do this independently without oversight. They must go through a formalized process that includes securing the cooperation of the phone company. In the past, conducting the trace itself would take time, but nowadays, acquiring the location could be practically instantaneous.
Well, I only got 3 grand. He's like right here near all the.
Tim checked his watch again.
Like,
20 minutes had now passed
like where he died.
since the time designated for the ransom handoff. The kidnapper
I
had yet to
don't know.
appear.
I picked up for 3 grand.
Crap. You think we might have spooked him? He wondered aloud. Hey, stay calm. So see, I must stand the passing throng.
How much
He's
money
just
you
playing
got?
with us. Why did this guy even pick this place? Tino voiced the question he'd been asking himself ever since he'd heard the kidnapper's demands. So see, must shrug.
I don't know. He should be like there. Bro.
Figure he must want to blend in with the crowd. And have the money and disappear before anyone else is there. Would be my guess.
You got it back?
No, that's when I picked Shinjuku or Ginza. The big crowd didn't just benefit the kidnapper after all. It also allowed the police to use a sea of people to conceal their own operation. Right now there were 50 detectives stationed with a 15-meter radius of where Hitomi stood. The kidnapper would be taking a major risk if his plan was to nab the ransom. That's what bothered Tano. Any criminal with half a brain would know better than to do a handoff in front of Hachito. Or Hachito. He overtook the thing's bow. Sasayama grumbled, "No, I'm not."
I hip fired that bitch right in your
reached into his
side.
pocket and pulled out his notepad. That's interesting. This was Tano's diary, but he always kept close to his hand. Sasayama rolled his eyes. That thing again? Tano would want to flip it through the notepad pages. It's top diary. Oh my god! Haha. Here. The more irrelevant something seems, the more relevant it's bound to be.
How do you respond so fucking quickly?
What does that word even mean? Dictum? D-I-C-T-U-M? Is that a note? Holy moly, bro's blowing up! It was a favorite saying of Teyuzo Tateno. Reminds me of like Tazia. An assistant inspector from the Shibuya precinct. Tatino was the kind of detective Tano inspired to be. For the current operation, he'd been placed in charge of Hitomi's personal safety. He was in position to defend her as soon as the ransom had been handed off. Man, this rain is gonna make me tired. Of course, Hitomi had been informed of how much protection she was under. Yeah. It was a risk that if she acted too secure, it might alert the kidnapper. I think Tateno has the right idea. Sounds like he does. Sasayama snorted quietly. Maybe. I mean, he's a great detective, don't get me wrong. But do you know how many irrelevant things there are to consider? Again, Tano ignored him. It didn't matter if nobody else understood. Tano had faith in Tano, as both a detective and as an He had first witnessed Tateno's brilliance during a standoff at a financial company 3 years later. 3 years earlier. A man had shut himself in an office. Yeah, stupid math. A man had shut himself in an office, splashing gasoline and threatening to set the place ablaze. I want to take a picture of that. While the others hesitated, Tateno unflinchingly doused himself with the gasoline and strode into the building. He managed to talk the man down and secure the scene. Those had been awestruck by Tateno's actions. Tateno, who at the time had been content to be a run-of-the-mill policeman, had found it quite inspiring. Still, you know. Sasayama murmured under his breath. As a great detective as Tateno is, it's not like anyone else in the world has ever heard of him. I suppose it's not. So? Only time anyone ever hears a top's name is if he's being caught up in some scandal or killed in the line of duty. I mean, doesn't always seem fair, does it? Tateno just shrugged. There's a strange definition of unfair, really. I mean, you've gotten celebrity chefs and celebrity hairdressers and stuff. So how come no celebrity gum shows, you know? It's not exactly wrong. Now I kind of want a banana. Look, please. Can you just focus on what we're doing here? Tateno rubbed his eye, then turned his attention back to Hitomi. What's the matter? Didn't sleep? We're gonna look back one of these times and the taste is gonna be gone. Not enough, I guess. Did you eat? Didn't have time. You respawn faster automatically? Yeah. Between bringing in supplies for the base of operations, riding the team's vehicles, photocopying hundreds of documents and various other tasks, Tateno had barely slept the previous night, and hadn't gotten a meal either. What have you been doing? Sasayama puffed his chest out. Saving my energy up for today. So you were sleeping. Base of operations. A base of operations is usually set up in a large room at the precinct, such as an auditorium. NPD and precinct investigators assemble here, and communications equipment, investigation resources, and such are brought in. Because of the scale and scope of these activities, newspaper reporters could be liable to notice, and so in cases such as kidnapping, where a victim's personal safety is at stake, the flow of information is tightly controlled. Tateno gave a chuckle at his partner's lack of shame. There he is! Tusa's voice chirped suddenly through Tateno's earpiece. How many times is this bird gonna try wolf? A man in his 20s wearing a sleeveless red jacket. He's carrying a garbage bag.
A surprise guest.
So just any middle-aged man.
God,
a young man had emerged from the crowd about 15 feet from where Hitomi was standing. He strode toward her, a sinister look on his face. He didn't match Hitomi's description, but Tateno felt a jolt of nerves all the same. Maybe the kidnapper had hired some young street punk to snatch the ransom payment.
Piece of shit.
That our guy? What do you think, Tateno? Sasayama whispered. Yeah, I think it's gotta be. This was it. Tateno swallowed the lump in his throat. He bent his knees, ready to act fast. Blood rushed to his red muscles, banishing the stiffness that had begun to take hold. Could this be the culprit? Or perhaps... The young man tried to snatch the briefcase from Hitomi, but she clung to it with desperate strength. It was him! The detectives rushed in.
Oh god, he's shooting at me. He's not
Whoa!
friendly.
Hey! What the heck? Maybe he's just some thief, you know. The young man cried out frantically and tried to dart away, but the officers closed in, forcing him bodily to the ground. Target secured! Oh jeez, I think we've got another suspect on the scene. Eat! He's taking the ransom. Ah, so while they're all distracted on one guy, the other one. Yep. Tusa's hysteria made Tateno spin around. Sure enough, a foreign-looking man was sprinting away, a tattoo case in hand. The mob of detectives was scrambled to pursue. Aw, too much just not even
Get that shit, homie!
Before Tateno could react, most of them had run off, leaving him to look after the original suspect.
Oh god. There's cops right out here.
It's gonna be like a Walter White thing. Where like, decide if I should kill him or not. What should I do with this guy, sir? He might have some connection to the kidnapper. Should I bring him in? Huh? Oh, sure, that'd be swell. I'm on it. With the help of one of the remaining detectives, Tateno brought the suspects back to the Shibuya precinct.
Smoking.
Yeah, she's not holding the case. So. Look, how many times do we have to go through this? Tut the crap. In the interrogation room, the young man, who gave his name as Achi Endo, steadfastly insisted on his innocence. Why do you try and steal that taste? Tana watched Achi's face intently. Like I said, it looked heavy, so I was just trying to help her out. It wasn't inconceivable that a young guy would want to help a pretty girl. But Hitomi had just been standing there, hardly in desperate need of assistance. She hadn't set the taste down, so I figured there had to be something important inside. An entry from Tano's talk diary shot through his mind. Talk that to him, 25. And the tongue slips, grab it, and yank it out the truth. Classic advice for a question. Something important, you said, such as, how would I know that? Archie spat. He helped and slumped back in his chair.
You made me mad. Yeah.
The standard
You made me
textbook
mad,
bad to Ford
so
had
I
been
took
going
my
on for
anger
nearly
out
an hour.
on the
Tano didn't
civilians.
mind. Chasing out criminals was all well and good, but questioning suspects was another key part of the job. Plenty of off-the-scene work went to tracking the case. Once again, he had Achi explain what he'd been doing, starting from the beginning. When Tano finally emerged from the interrogation room for a short break, he learned that there had been some progress on the case at the crime scene. What the police hadn't been able to determine yet, however, was whether or not Maria was safe. Fighting back his anxiety, Tano consulted his doctor. Doctor number 54. Haste makes waste.
Get that wrong.
Felt his tension subside. Remembering the right maxim always helped. It was like casting a magic spell. Tano returned to the front Achi one more. You were there to act as a distraction, to mess up the investigation, weren't you? Huh? Achi looked a bit dumbfounded. What are you on about? 55. The truth hungers to be free. You hungry? I get some Tatsudon if you like.
My God.
Achi nodded silently. Tatsudon. Japanese dish consisting of a bowl of white rice topped with breaded pork cutlet and egg. There are several variations, such as sauce tatsudon, where the egg is replaced with the Worcestershire sauce, and miso tatsudon, where the pork is stewed in miso. Not typically the sort of thing a policeman offers to a suspect during an interrogation. It's to be seen as baiting with food, and is to be avoided. Oh, Achi devoured the bowl of tatsudon with gusto. He looked like he hadn't eaten in a while. Alright then, spill it.
Oh my God,
What's this
we're
guy
going
after?
right over it.
Achi shrugged. I don't know, he murmured. With this as an egg-laden pork between his teeth.
God.
How many accomplices do you have? Tano asked, but Achi just shook his head as he inhaled his food. Resigningly, Tano flipped through his notebook once more. Let's see, number 115. Use the lights to your advantage. As the minutes ticked past, he found himself referring to his book again and again, trying a dozen different methods to tease out whatever the suspects might be hiding. The experience began to feel strangely surreal, with two voices echoing hollowing in the interrogation room. God, was he on receiving end? Eventually, Tano looked at the clock and realized that the question had been going on for nearly 5 hours. He still hadn't made any headway. What was he supposed to do next? Tano would know, but he sure didn't. Still, he was determined to do whatever he could do to keep the victim and her family safe. Gritting his teeth in frustration, he pursued the talk diary like it was scripture. Number 116. The monotonous questioning was clearly tiring Atia. His eyelids drooped like they were beginning to get heavy. Number 117. Get him when they're tired. Tano's eyes gleamed. You're part of some criminal game, huh? Achi said slumped forward heavily. Nodding off was basically the same as nodding yes, right? Mr. Tuesday, I did it. The young guy who grabbed at the handoff site, he finally confessed to the crime. What? What are you talking about? Tuesday laughed in disbelief. We're just about to apprehend the mastermind, here. Oh, of course. Huh? Tino clutched his cell phone, dumbstruck. Listen, why don't you, look, just wear their HG, okay? No, it can't. I'm better do. Why is that gun there? After the amputation wrapped up, Tano tendered his resignation. Is still not taught out to be a detective after all, he thought to himself. He dropped the daughter on his desk as he left the Shibuya precinct for the last time. Bad end? Is that it? Number 1, so long as Shibuya. Tano wound up at a bad end. This does not mean that the choice you made for Tano was a wrong one. One of the other protagonists, Achi Endo, has an impact on Tano's fate here. You can avoid a bad end by making proper decisions. So, is that person going to interact with him? Also, I thought the other character was going to be like, was it? I don't think it was Achi Endo, was it? Did it say that? I was thinking it was going to be Maria after we, like, find her. You know the character story. Well, I'm yawning out. For a detailed hint, check the tip by underlining the bad end title. This is square the next. So long
I'm your missile support.
Tano had every reason to suspect Achi Endo, but arresting him turned out to be a mistake. If Achi hadn't approached Hitomi, this wouldn't have happened. Try playing Achi's story, yeah, that's what it is, up to 10:30 and make a choice that keeps him from going up to her. If you do that, Tano won't even have a chance to arrest him, and things should play out differently.
Good God,
okay.
These guys are dying.
So I'm like playing with timelines. Name saved. Should I get like a trophy or something for that? This doesn't even have trophies. Now I can't play as Tano. Do now select Achi Endo, one of the other protagonists. Let's follow Achi's story for a little while. Yeah, I thought that was a girl.
Use your tank and go to the fucking military base.
I'm gonna hear about this. I need some water. Yes, just a little bit. Oh, that's fun. TED Talk people are just different.
Oh, I can't get up there. Character's got like.
Oh, you know what? I might make.
Take a screenshot. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to get up there. It's too steep. It's normal for me. What the fuck happened? All these fuckers are dying. I don't even know what happened. I died before I can. Yeah. Just film it. Just go to the end. I'm in your tank. He just crawled out. Look at all these faggots. Yeah. No. I'm lying. It's like right around here. Is he kicking him and shit? And then they get blown up. This is wonderful. Hey, wow. I'm gonna hire you as an associate, and then we can do most wanted and survive and get money.
Alrighty, folks. Okay, Zachi. Oh, that's fun. Do we get to see it? Oh, no, he's wearing pants. Alright. Achi Endo called out at the door to his father's room. Okay, let it out. Sure. His father sounded unconcerned. He didn't even open the door. You don't want me to stay here in the shop? It's not like we're gonna get any customers. Achi grimaced. Grimaced? Yeah, I guess not. The drawer by the front held a stack of heavy-duty trash bags. Achi pulled a few of them out. This is gonna be that kind of day. He stuffed the trash bag into his pocket and slipped out his favorite pair of sneakers. The entryway to Achi's home also led into the family shop. Various pieces of electronics were piled up like so much junk in this tiny retail space. Were piled up like so much junk in the tiny retail space. The slightest bump brought the risk of an avalanche. Achi wove his way through the gaps in the appliances like a spelunker exploring a cave. Sploint. When Shibuya Station. Or from Shibuya Station. If you made your way past the 109 building and up through Garganzaka, you'll come across an old shopping district. Nestled in its outskirts is Endo Electronics. It's the same place it's been for decades. Within its dimly lit interior, you'll find rows of wares, all caked in dust. At a glance, you might well assume the place was closed. Its mom-and-pop place like Endo's couldn't compete with the big consumer chains booming throughout Shibuya. So far, the store had remained in business thanks to the locals who appreciated that they made house calls to do repairs.
What?
But things weren't looking good for the future. Ashi, the eldest son and nominal successor to the business, had no interest whatsoever in working there.
Just like drive around the military base. Let's not actually die yet.
Ashi stepped out of the shop and into the sunny morning air. The good weather
Because
was
if you die, you won't get any money.
Alrighty, time to do this. He unfurled one of the big garbage bags, which caught the wind and fluttered like a cape, and he slowly made his way toward Shibuya Station, scanning his surroundings all the while. Sheesh, this place is filthy. He paused to pick up a plastic bottle that had been tossed on the ground. Then, with a heavy sigh, he slipped the crushed receptacle into his trash bag. Oh, that's good. Good community service on his own. He's been picking up trash around town like this for about 6 months now. And he gone so that the sort of garbage most people would hardly notice stood out to him like a sore thumb. Most days he'd fill his trash bags to the top by the time he made it from his house to the Dogazaki train station.
Boys and girls.
Today he was halfway to the station when a woman's anxious voice caught his attention. Yeah, what time do you all think you're gonna get off? Okay. I'm sorry, I'm in a bit of a hurry here. He looked up and saw a timid-looking woman being confronted by 2 men, one with brown hair, one with black. From the look of them, he guessed that the men were scouts for some hostess club. He ran into this sort of thing pretty frequently with his trash can and walks around the town. Another ton of trash to take care of. Alright, let's do this. As he quickly interposed himself between the girl and the 2 recruiters. Hey, can't you see that you're bothering her? Huh? Who the heck are you? The 2 men glared. Take a hike, pal. It's a white guy thing I've ever heard. Ashi stood his ground. Look, she ain't interested. We're just gonna have to find some other mark. Aso's annoyance turned into open rage. Well, listen to you. Got a bit of a mouth, huh, buddy? The brown-haired thug smacked his lips around his chewing gum like a dog worrying a bone. How about we take this someplace more quiet? Yeah? So, out on the bad line identity where he gets shot in the leg. What this means can depend on the person speaking. To a young woman, let's go someplace more quiet, might suggest a cafe or a park. But to a street punk, it means an alley where passerbys are unlikely to interrupt. The girl stood by uneasily watching the going-ons. Hey, take it easy. I'm not looking for trouble. Is that supposed to be an apology? On your knees and beg, pal. The man spat his gum onto the ground. As you looked down at the glistening wad of gum on the sidewalk, his last shred of goodwill vanished.
Why? Don't drive into the thing yet. Let's just drive around it.
What? Did you hear me?
So we don't die.
Get down on your knees. And fat. Aji's hand shot out, grabbing the man by the jaw. Whoa, easy, pal. This man's bravado drained from his face. Aji tightened his grip on the brown-haired hustler's jaw, sweat dripping from the man's reddening brow. The man struggled, but Aji just tightened his grip. Gum's a real pain in the butt to clean up after it's gotten stuck to the street, you know. Ever stop to consider that? Wait, are you? The other hustler's panicked eyes had fixed on Achi's chest. Gah! Oh crap! That shirt, man. The guy's voice was starting to break. That's mean clean! The guy with a mean clean shirt, carrying around a trash bag? That means you're... His face went pale. Gah! Mean clean? The other man echoed the word through his held shut jaw, tears welling up in his eyes. It's just like that one kid's book where like recycles a bottle and it turns into alive and his friend. Get it right, pal. Bro. I'm barely an hour into this game and we have a say my name moment. Archie clenched the man's jaw harder still. It's mean clean. Ow. Ow, 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 ow. Where? Sorry, man. You're Archie, right? Dude, we honestly had no idea. Come on, man. You gotta cut us some slack. The man scrambled to snatch the wad of gum off the street, stuffing it into his pants pocket. Finally, Archie let go of his companion. Alright. The brown-haired hustler's face was twisted up with fear. Tears streamed down his cheek. Gasping out hasty apologies, the two thugs scampered off. Hey. So, a shy smile came to the girl's face. Forgot she was there. Thank you for saving me. No, I apologize. Huh? The girl stared in surprise. Girl. I don't know what this word means, so I gotta really study this part. Ryoto Tatinuma, a second-year student at Midoriyama Academy's law school. Ooh. These hustlers managed to corner her while she was on her way to her part-time job at a cafe. It's a popular plot in trashy e-novels for the main character to fall in love with a hustler like these guys, but such things rarely happen in real life. Imagine that. Imagine the realism aspect. We'll run into troops like that now and then, but don't hold it against us. Shibuya is a good town. Yeah, okay. I have to give her a quick wave and turn around and continue his way down Taganzata. Archie was Shibuya born and raised. He was keenly aware of all the changes the ward had seen since he was a kid. Groceries, stalls, and inconspicuous little side streets, tiny parks nestled between buildings. Archie knew it all like the back of his hand. Trash, human or otherwise, had no place in this town. Not on his watch. Alright, well, I find out the supposed villain is a good guy. Archie made his way down towards Shibuya Station. Oh, here we go. Throngs of people shuffle to and fro across the scramble. They're using the same words. The view shifted constantly from one moment to the next, almost as if the city itself were alive. And if the city was a living thing, then Shibuya Station was its heart, with streets like Buntamura Dori and Center Guy serving as the arteries, pumping a bloodstream made of people. Today, as ever, the heart was pumping up blood to every nook and cranny of Shibuya. And there was Archie, just another part of this great urban organism. Guess I'm one of the city's white blood cells. Or wait, maybe I'm a red blood cell. I'm pretty sure it's a white. Say, go and patch things up. Hold on. Is that right? Or did I have it right the first time? Is it? Oh, I thought I was going to Google it. White blood cells eliminate pathogens from the bloodstream. Red blood cells carry oxygen throughout the body. So white. Archie was probably thinking of a white blood cells. Is this like a true story or something? Why was I say he was probably thinking of this? Didn't you make up the character? Wouldn't you know? Okay. Emerging from his reverie, he noticed a rather conspicuous young woman standing by the statue of Hachicho outside Shibuya Station. It's Hatima? Hatimi. Ooh, she's totally my type. I wonder if she's a model or a small-time actress or something. Oh, I didn't get it. Looks like she's waiting for someone. Probably another guy. Dang. Good luck that she was. There's no way she wasn't already Satan. What kind of guy strolled a girl like that? Probably the rich butt CEO of an IT company or something. Crouching down to tie off the trash bag, he seemed to gazing wistfully at the girl. Then he noticed something peculiar. She was carrying an Itachi case, the kind a businessman might use. It was a large case, and apparently so heavy that she was struggling to hold it despite using both hands. Where's the decision point? Let's have Archie not approach Hitomi. That's not yeah. I'm trying to persuade a young lady lug around something heavy like that. Archie figured he'd offer to carry it for her. But first, I got into this trash. So let her around to see if there's a VR between nearby. Yeah. Now, Archie won't approach Hitomi, which means he will avoid being arrested by Kano. At the same time, Kano's fate will also change. And he will no longer wind up at a bad end. So, Let's switch back. So Tano's story using the time chart. Press triangle open. The time chart, which is a protagonist progression. There's a story. Decision points are marked with map. Tano's fate has changed based on Archie's actions. Select Tano's 10:30 block, and press X.
We fight till we die.
A suspicious man.
We may be on fire, but that is
I suppose you'd call it that. Tano gave a
that's-
ride
yep,
shuttle as his
we're
partner's
dead.
lots of shame. Yeah. There he is. Jesus' voice chirped steadily through Tano's earpiece. This is when the actual guy takes it. Oh. The man in the black coat. It's not Japanese, supposed to be in his early 30s. Previously, Achi got messed up with
We're gonna
Tano
go
and
to
the
my
police, but
nightclub.
now, another man has appeared instead, by changing what Achi did.
You go ahead, steal
You've
the
also
jet, and
changed
crash
Tano's
into my
story.
nightclub or something.
A foreign man had emerged from the crowd about 15 feet from where Hitsomi was standing. He made his way toward her, his expression blank. What was the one song? I don't listen to her. Or him. Them. What was the one song though? Oh, he can't hear me. It didn't match the description Hitomi had given them, but Tano felt a jolt of nerves all the same. We're describing it like it was Achi. It would be Achi Pachi. This is a game my Spanish teacher made us play. Can't remember what it was. Anyway. Remember the kidnapper was using their compass to snatch the ransom payment. Alright. Sosayama raised an eyebrow. This may be our guy. This was it. Tano swallowed the lump in his throat. He bent his knees, ready for action. Blood rushed to his leg muscles, banishing all the stiffness that had begun to take hold. Was this the culprit? Or perhaps... Shinju took hold of the Atachi case. It was him! And Masai. The detectives began to close in. Let's go, Tano. On it! Sosayama and Tano leapt into action. They never expected what had happened next. With the case clutched in both arms, the man veered suddenly, running right towards them. Wow, I thought he was gonna pull out a gun or something. Does he have bait? Keep out. Oh. This is another ending. He's gonna like kill us or something. There's like there's 50 of us. I'll start around. So I'm gonna guess the T-Bow is like, hey, you should like not progress further or you're gonna die. Or very bad things happen. Tano someone has suddenly hit a T-Bow. T-Bow refers to a point in the story where your progress is currently stopped. Oh, do I switch to Achi or something? In order to advance beyond a T-Bow, you need to jump from another protagonist story. At 10:30, Achi has the text. Young man in a suit set as red keywords. Checking these red keywords will allow you to jump from Achi's story back to Tano's. Now, head back to Achi's story and keep an eye out for that. Key phrase. I forgot it. Try following the Achi at 10:30. Approach the girl. Nope. What? Yeah, I chose B. Press up on D-pad to go back and reread sections you've already read. Stool? First I gotta dump this trash, yeah. To scroll ahead to tests you've already read, press down the pad. While rewinding slash advancing like this, a bullet will sometimes appear in the upper left corner. Press S while this is being displayed to reread the turn page. Okay. What do you want me to do?
Go! Get in there! Let's go! Don't pull me up.
I mean, they want me to press.
Let's go!
Okay, here we go. Huh? I may have to come up beside the girl. Ah.
Oh shit, they got me. Oh my god, this is possible.
He was just in black. It was a Japanese. Oh, so am I gonna be chasing him then he runs away? I thought they were having a conversation. This is the thing where like he sees him and he's like, oh no, it's main plane! And he runs or something. The girl nodded tensely at something the man said.
Is it possible to steal a fucking fire jet?
Oh, she stared. Something tells me that it's not her boyfriend. Ah, I need to see Tano and Sasayama behind them. The girl handed the Itachi case over to the man. Ah, so handed it to her. Or she handed it to him. He took hold of it with his right hand and began walking briskly away. Whoa! Yeah, whoa indeed. A nearby homeless man suddenly leapt over Hachi and broke into a run, as if he'd been waiting for this very moment. Sprinting alongside him was a young man in a suit. Some words in the test appear to be red. Red tests denote important keywords that let you jump between different protagonists. Stories. This allows you to shift between characters at a specific points. This can also allow you to clear a keep out in another character's story and let you read on. If you come across a red text, press square to underline it, then press S. A window will appear allowing you to jump from one protagonist to another at that point. Then press S to continue the other character's story after the keep out. Give it a try. I'm gonna read this first. Homeless man. It's Sasayama, yeah. Yuji Sasayama, a detective with the Shibuya precinct, known as the cosplay detective, due to the strange outfits he wears while on stakeouts. He's partnered with Shinya Tano for the kidnapping investigation. And a young man in a suit. This is like they're having a Pokemon trade by performing a jump from this string. You then advance another protagonist's story past the keep outs. Press S to confirm and jump over the Tano story. Woo! I mean, they're like Archie's jumping Tano. Let's go, Tano. On it. Sasayama and Tano leapt and dashes. You did it! Jump successful in 428. You will need to jump to get past another character's keep out. Jump from red keywords to clear keep out. Keep this in mind as you advance through the store. Okay. There won't be any more tutorial messages for a while. If you get stuck somewhere, I was just gonna say this is gonna be the last one. Try changing protagonists and making different decisions to advance. You can now use the time chart in the main menu. From the main menu, you can access gameplay explanations and adjust settings. Press triangle to open the time chart. Press options to open the main menu. There you go. They never expected what happened there. With his fist in both arms, the man suddenly veered, running right toward them. What? Took the sight of the two detectives. The suspect staggered to a halt, then bolted off in another direction. What? Tano whipped off his costume glasses and followed in hot pursuit. I thought he slipped on the banana peel and his glasses flew up. At the crosswalk, the signal changed to red, and the flow of foot traffic abruptly halted. Just as swiftly, hundreds of cars all lurched back into motion. Oh. Look at play-by-play. There's no escape for the culprit now, or so it appeared. The converging tops slowed their pace, confident their man was stronger. Can you imagine he, like, jumps over a fence and just disappears? Plus like a 3-sword dolphin. Then the foreigner barreled straight into the intersection, dodging between the oncoming cars without any hesitation. The mob of detectives came to a halt, not eager to rush to their deaths along with them. Tano, however, remained in hot pursuit, charging into the traffic at the crossing. Tano, are you crazy? Come back. Tano heard Sestayama shouting, but his feet kept carrying him onward. Oh! With shouts and sirens echoing all around him, Tano closed in on the foreigner. Oh, I thought he got hit. Just a little closer. Just a little closer than him being in tackling range. He leaned forward, preparing to pounce. His eyes fixed on the culprit's feet. It was now or never. Please tell me he misses and just smacks his face on the pavement. Tano, back off. Don't sit him down. It was Tuesday shooting through Tano's earpiece. Huh? Tano hesitated in surprise. Had he really just been ordered not to apprehend the criminal? Let him go for now. The real purpose someplace else. What happened to the plan? He had been told that all personnel were to secure the area ASAP. Didn't HQ want him to catch the perpetrator? Perp. It's police chart for perpetrator. Here. Tuesday is referring to the fact that the principal offender in the case must be elsewhere. Arrest team stay on the floor and trail. Forensics team get busy cross-referencing photos. Even if the foreigner was only an underlining hire for the one task, the police had now tipped their hand that they'd been lying in wait. If they didn't lock things down now and get more info on the kidnapper, a girl's life might be at stake. Tino recalled another maxim from his talk diary. 12. Always assume a worst-case scenario. Today, I told him to let this guy go. That implied he was counting on the team that was now in position. But if Detroit had planned a getaway to break through the police dragnet and escape with the ransom, and he succeeded, was that the right call here? Should we take this guy down or back off after all? Here we go. Letting the perp escape now is too big of a risk. He had to catch this guy ASAP. Let the other officers chase the guy. Tano had his own job to do. I'm not really too sure. You know what? I think it's gonna get me to another bad end if I take him down, where it's gonna do the same thing I did with Achi. But I think I'm gonna do it, you know? Because he might actually be the guy. I doubt he is, but he might be. Letting the purpose escape now is too big of a risk. He had to catch this guy ASAP. The man darted down a narrow alleyway. Tano ran faster. The man sprinted through the side streets. Evidently, he knew his way around Shibuya pretty well. Eep, someone's taking Hitoma. Yeah, I thought so. Unless someone's actually doing it. I don't know if they kidnap her too, but yeah. Tano recognized Tuesday's trademark squawk immediately. Subject is male. He appears to be carrying a gun. He's fleeing in the direction of Meiji Dori. What? Clint would hardly believe it. He told me he had been kidnapped? Has he been abducted by whoever had taken Maria? Probably. But why? Someone must be waiting for the moment when the police took their eyes off her. Something's very wrong here. So that guy's a distraction that I fell for. Okay. What in the world is going on? He noticed that the road forked up ahead. The man with the attache case ran to the left. The man who'd taken Hitomi was headed toward Mehidori. There's a good chance he'd be going down one of the alleyways off to the right. Right there, snap judgment. Tano told the detective behind him to follow the taste snatcher. Okay, good idea. And turned and headed down the nearest alley. After darting through the side streets, he spotted a different man, another foreigner, crossing an intersection a few dozen meters ahead. The man was dressed in all black, just like the guy who grabbed the ransom money. Tuesday's right. Tuesday's right. Not Tuesday's boys, and the poison man specifically to tell Tuesday's boys. The kidnapper wasn't acting alone. But wait, something was amiss. Hitomi wasn't with him. Where was she? Tano skated around the corner, then stopped short. Ah! The man in black was standing there, pointing a gun right at him. Before Tano could react, the man fired. Ah. Tano felt hot all over, as if he were on fire. All except for his cheek, pressed against the asphalt, and the palms of his hands. They felt so cold. There was nothing he could do. Nothing. That is, I said lie there and watch as his killer turned and walked away. Damn. Stare to come outside. I think that's a severely worse ending. One, I'm just like interrogating a guy for 5 hours. The other, I get shot and die. While trying to find the man who did Hitomi, Tano ran off into a different terminal, and unfortunately for him, he got shot. If the terminal hadn't been able to get near Hitomi, she probably wouldn't have been taken. Have Achi make the choice to talk to Hitomi instead, at 10:35. So I tackle him, but instead of running away, while I stay there, I detain him, so I guess I put him in the car, and then I just wait there? I feel like a much better option for me to just rewind time and then choose the other option, you know? Ah. Just stay here. It's just the one guy while I stay there. Whoa! A nearby homeless man suddenly leapt over Achi and broke into a run, as if he'd been waiting for this very moment. Sprinting alongside him was a young man in a suit. Then, seemingly from everywhere, a whole bunch of other guys burst into motion. First one, then another, a third, a fourth, a fifth, over a dozen now. What the heck? Clearly something big was going down. Were they out to the Itachi case? Within moments, Achi lost sight of them all throughout the crowd. With the many people chasing him, the guy with the taste was sure to get caught. But wait, what about that girl? Achi turned back around. The girl was still there. She was staring in the direction of the man who had taken the taste had gone. A worried expression on her face. Achi totally had the feeling that something was very wrong. Maybe we should talk to her and ask what's going on. Another crazy day in Shibuya. I had to be shooting a scene for a film on location. It'd probably be a mistake to intrude. Achi didn't share the feeling that something was very wrong. Maybe he should talk to her and ask what's going on. Just as he was making up his mind, a middle-aged man in a ratty business suit shuffled awkwardly to her first. Who's got Tane? Was there something wrong with one of his legs? Was he a Tane to walk? One of his hands slid into his jacket pocket. Achi could scarcely believe his eyes. A revolver? Okay, hit. With a single, fluid motion, the man lifted up the gun and pointed it in the girl's direction. He was aiming right for her head. Huh? Eli noticed the man with the tan now. Seeing the gun pointed right at her, she froze in fear. Achi didn't hesitate. Yo, let's go! Ready to a full run, he tackled the gunman with all his might. Caught off guard, the man sprawled to the pavement. But the would-be assassin kept hold of his weapon, quickly scrambled back to his feet. Achi knew he had to act fast. Oh my god. He grabbed the ashen-faced girl by the arm and attempted to drag her away. This way, he shouted, but he didn't shove her in a car. Well, I was sitting in the trunk. Maybe he might have put her in like the passenger or trunk seat. But then he would have been able to. The guy would have been able to cut up to them and shoot them. She just stared at him, uncomprehending, trembling like a startled animal. Come on, run! Finally, the girl snapped out of her daze and gave a fearful nod. The police box. Let's go. Let's just get out of here. I'm thinking, let's just get out of here, bro. If we stay in a box, we're getting shot. The would-be assassin was getting back to his feet. Achi grabbed the girl by the hand. Oh yeah, I forgot it's actually like... So I had to go with what I said. Run! Without so much as a backward glance, he led her beneath the railway overpass for the Yamanote line. They needed to get as far away as possible, fast. Their best bet was to head toward the east side of the station. There's less crowded there. It'd be easier to run. Don't worry, trust me. Dragging the hesitant girl behind him, he took off to the crowd. Suddenly it dawned on him that he still held the trash bag with his other hand. You know, this thing's gonna be a real pain in that butt. Archie paused just long as to toss the trash into a garbage bin as they passed by parks, then took off again. Someone shouted from behind, "Stop right there!" Archie looked back in alarm to see a stranger charging after them. It was one of the guys from the crowd who had run out to the Sachi taste snatcher. "You gotta be kidding me. Now he's chasing us?" That's Tano. Oh my god. Whoever he was, she was young and fit, and gaining fast. Realizing the girl should never outrun this guy, Archie stopped abruptly, shielding her behind him. He turned to face the stranger. That's not Tano, that didn't over to. That's definitely Tano. "Why did you run off?" "Because you were chasing us." The other fellow eyed Archie skeptically. Maybe he was the buddy of the man with the cane? Keeping his guard up, Archie began to back away. Look, just let the girl go. The guy was acting like he knew her. Archie glanced back, but the girl only shook her head, wide-eyed. Was this the kidnapper? The other man's posture shifted, preparing a lunge. But as Archie braced himself for a scuffle, something came crashing down upon the stranger's head. No? Gah! There's Tano. His eyes wobbled and spun in their sockets as he collapsed on a heap on the ground. And they were standing behind him. Oh! It was the girl he'd helped out earlier. The one he'd saved from the hustlers. That's cool. Hey, you're the girl from this morning. Are you okay? Next to the fallen pursuer's form was a rather thick book. She nodded toward. He looked dangerous, so I just threw that at him. Wait, to activate the autoplay function? Oh, that's cool. I didn't mean to press it though. I'm going to take a screenshot. So there's the speed of the autoplay. I'll turn really bad. During autoplay, press S to pause and S again to resume. There's autoplay, just press circle. Every time I press the decision point. Autoplay will stop. A keep out or bad end will cancel it. So yeah, I want to do that now. But yeah, it doesn't say anything. Ah. Okay, I just press it again to disable it. Oh yeah, thank you. This saves my bacon big time. It's at least I had to do after the way you helped me out earlier. Sure thing. I should probably get out of here before that guy comes to light. You said probably dangerous. You're right. I just stooped up the heavy book and handed it to the girl, who promptly left the scene. Now we better get out of here. The girl nodded. They started down the street, only to see the man with the cane around the corner a few dozen meters ahead. Ugh, this is not good. The assassin had spotted them, and he hurried in the direction. This way. Archie led the girl into a nearby alleyway. But this was a dead end, the girl said breathlessly. Like I said, just trust me. I'm sure because he knows everything like the back of his hand. Wow. Stopping abruptly, Archie tipped down a wooden plank covering a gap between two buildings, clearing a space that a person could fit through. See? We can get away through here. And you go. The girl just stood there, looking terrified. What's the matter? Archie asked. Come on, we gotta hurry. But I... She looked at him as if he, too, was about to pull a gun on her. He could hardly blame her. After all, he was just some random guy who had turned up out of nowhere. This is no time for dawdling. This man with the tan appeared at the end of the alley. As they just stood there, he was going to catch them. Okay, sweetheart, hear me out, said Rush. My name's Archie Yendo. I live in the neighborhood. I'm not the kind to stand idly by when a girl is being chased by some killer. So please, just trust me, and I'll do my best to keep you safe. He hoped the look in his eyes to convince her he was being on the level. After a painfully long moment, the girl nodded her acceptance. Phew. Right, let's start with this. I'm gonna keep going until I reach the thing, maybe. He had paused beside an enormous stack of beverage crates. With a quick shove, Archie knocked the whole pile down, sending it cascading across the pursuer's path. Now that was a close call, because he definitely can't just walk through them. The man with the cane was floundering, struggling to get past the fallen crates. My bad, man, Archie called out. Mind cleaning that up for me? Yup. The man scowled back at them and fumbled for his gun. Wait, can you hear me still? No, but dance later, man. No, don't.
Yeah, I seen that, man. Doing a fucking jet.
Archie flashed him a wave goodbye and slipped away between the buildings with the girl.
Holy shit.
I just went under there one-handed, by the way. Flying this thing with one hand.
Log way. Man, I wonder what you're doing with the other hand. Hurrying down a narrow alley, they emerged into a side street, aligned with dive bars and clubs. Assuming the man
Are you on the
hadn't
bridge?
given up. He would probably lie in the wait on the path back to the main road. Obliteration.
You'd probably die.
Yeah. Archie decided their best bet was to try to stay inconspicuous rather than risking time on the move. Guess we didn't lie low here for a bit, instead. He led the girl to the entrance of a tiny old hostess
I'm
club.
going like
She followed him
120 miles an hour. Oh, I'm dead. Crashed into a mountain.
Archie flicked the switch inside the front door and a chintzy chandelier glowed to life. He saw the girl
What?
down on the small sofa beside the counter.
What?
She gave him a word look. Yes.
Yeah.
Archie felt a pain of embarrassment as he realized what she must be to do. I completely get it. Oh no, don't get the wrong idea. I'm not gonna try any funny business. Someone I know used to run this place. It's not business anymore, so I figure we're safe here. The girl chuckled out his evident discomfort. Alright then, she said. Oh god. So, we good? We're good. Okay, well, good. Archie made a vague attempt to straighten his disheveled clothes. So, how about some introductions? I'm Archie Endo. I said that earlier. You did just call me Archie. I'm Hitomi Osawa. You call me Hitomi, I guess. With each new word out of Hitomi's mouth, Archie felt his heart sing. She was charming, personable, just about everything about her was captivating. Man, this is like almost Stockholm syndrome. Normally she would be falling for him in this marriage because he's kind of the savior, you know. Anyway, Archie had never met another girl like her. Archie? What? Something the matter? You're spacing out there for a bit. I just sure decided to dispel his days. Damn it, it's no time to get all starry-eyed. He needed to think of someone to keep her safe from the guy who was after. Well, you tell me what the heck is going on, please. I need to know if I'm gonna help you. Right, okay. I'm not really sure where to begin. Somebody looked down and lost some thought. Apparently hers was a long story. Alright, she said at last. I guess I'll just explain things as they happen. Wait, hold up. You keep it simple as you can. I mean, I'm not the sharpest tool in the shop. Complicated explanations aren't exactly my strong suit. Okay, which I told. I'll try my best. She got comfortable and started her story. So, last night, someone abducted my sister. The kidnapper demanded that I make the ransom hand out personally. Told me to stand by the statue of Hichito in Shibuya at 10 o'clock in the morning to make the exchange. So I did. This man came by and took the attache case with the money. And what? Whoa, I'm sorry. A little upset. I just suddenly lost the thread of the conversation. It's only that to press up to go back and the D-pad to reread we've already seen, to press down to strip back. Do they know I didn't read it all or something? Good. And the man came by and took the attached case with the money. Then afterwards, that other guy with the cane turned up and pointed his gun at me and... Okay. Did you say that again? But like, simpler? Okay, did they like know that I like stepped too far ahead? I was too fast for me to read. Huh? Sure. I was having trouble following is all. Why is this the photo, bro? Why is that? I mean, is this the plot to some movie or soap opera? Ah, pun on Tano's girlfriend. No, that's not. Or some kind of hidden camera show? This is real. This really happened. Lieutenant told me his eyes were dead serious. She's got to be telling the truth. What would be the point of lying? Well, now he's got that fear in him. And he had seen the attache case and the gunman himself. How much was the ransom, if you don't mind me asking? He told me he hesitated. 50 million yen, she said after a moment. But she gave a whistle of amazement. The detectives told me that was a typical amount for a kidnapper to ask for. It's plenty, that's for sure. I guess there's good money in that sort of thing. As soon as the words were out, he realized his blunder. Ah, sorry, should have put it that way. Fidgeted awkwardly and told me later. What did? Ah, good money and that sort of thing. And he told me later. I'm an idiot, but okay. How did I get this to everything? So I'm guessing those guys who chased the guy who took the ransom were undercover cops? He replayed the scene in his head. But then, the kidnapper took the attache case and ran, right? So if you were empty-handed, why'd that guy with the cane come after you? I'm honestly not sure. I'm trying to finish her off so she can't like give the cops a description. I told me his words trailed off. This was clearly difficult for her to talk about. Anyway, we should probably get you to the police as soon as we... No! I can't do that. Tommy's tone was resolute. Oh, it's gonna be like a... You go to the cops, your sister, go bye-bye! I can't take this to the police. Why not? Then how do you have detectives on the case? Ooh, they could be private investigators. Archie waited for an answer.
Boy. I'm outie.
Yeah, I'm about here too. I'm trying to reach a
I'm out
stopping
this
point.
bitch. I'm downloading Fortnite, by the way.
You actually?
Yeah.
Okay. After a long awkward silence, she stood up from her seat. Really appreciate the help, but as she got off, she gave Archie a deep bow. No, hold on. Here we go. Go away. He hurried to intervene as she headed for the door. No, it's just me in here. I don't cause you any more trouble. Yeah, work for no finishing. I'll figure out the rest on my own, somehow. Hey! I said hold on. Yeah, I said there's a guy with a gun searching for you and you're gonna leave on your own. They told me I ignored him and opened the door, and their argument came to an abrupt halt. Oh, that's fun. Standing there was the man with the cane, his revolver in his hand. Man, we have like a Churchill band and like a Ronnie McNutt POV over here. To be continued. Are they gonna give me another thing or is that the end? No, that's the end. Archie Endo's 10 plot story ends here. However, Tano's story is still stuck. At a bad end. This is due to one of Archie's decisions. Go back to Archie's decision point at 10:35 and change the choice he makes, in order to change Tano's fate. That's why Archie's choice can help someone else, while his own story remains resolved. The key to getting all the characters through to the end is to go back and change. Choices for characters that have already made it through the current hour of their story. Wow. Alright. Not exactly a movie game like I thought, but it's pretty good. It's better than I thought it would be. Alright. Wait, when was this game made? Hold on. And are there trophies? Ooh, the thing looks good though. Oh, that's right, this is the demo. It's 4.44 gigabytes. 4. Which I knew trailer for FNAF came out like today. Shibuya Scramble released. Honestly, by these graphics, I'm gonna say like, I don't know. I'm gonna say 2015. I think that's a good guess. I just looked it up. I forgot the release date. Jesus. December 4th, 2008. Yeah, that makes sense. I want to give him a benefit of a doubt, though. Jesus. Alright, well, see ya.